Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's learn a Python program, that is write a Python program to find the best of two test average marks out of three test marks accepted from the user. So given three test marks as the input to the Python program, so your task is to find the best, that is find the best of two test average marks. So that is a problem statement. So let's try to solve this. So let me take three variables, that is test1, test2 and test3, and ask a user to enter all the three test marks. So let's use input function, and here let's say enter test1 marks. Yeah, so once the user enters test1 marks, so it will be of string type. So let's convert it into a floating type value. So this is the test1. So let's take test2, another variable, and use the input function call to ask a user to enter test2 marks. Yeah, again let's convert this into again a floating point type using the float type conversion. So once we get test2, so let's take test3 and use the input function call to accept the test3 marks. Enter test3 marks. Yeah, again let's convert this to from string type to a floating type value. So once we get test1, test2 and test3 marks, so we have to take the best, that is best of two test averages. So in order to take the best two average marks, so you have to find the minimum among these and try to subtract it from the average while you are calculating. So let's try to get minimum of these three values. So let's compare. Let's take a if statement and check if test1 is less than or equals to test2, and that is test1 is less than or equals to test3. So we are trying to compare the test1 marks with test2 and test3. So then min underscore, that is we are trying to find the min underscore score equals to test1. So if the test1 value is lower compared to test2 and test3, so we'll be initializing the min score to test1. So let's use else if block and again compare the test2 with the test1 and test3. So let's take test2 is less than or equals to test1 and test2 is less than or equals to test3. So we are trying to check if test2 is minimum. So let's use that is min underscore score and set it to test2. This is test2. So let's use a else block. So if these two conditions, if test1 is not a minimum or test2 is not minimum, so then minimum is your test3. Min underscore score equals to test3. Yeah, so once you find the minimum score out of three subjects, so let's try to calculate the average. So let's take another variable average and use the braces. Let's try to add all the test1, test2 and test3, subtract the min score and divide it by 2. Test1 plus test2 plus test3 minus the min underscore score and the whole divided by 2. And once we calculate the average, so let's use a print function to print the, that is average. So let's say average of best, that is average of best two test is, let's give colon and here let's try to print the average. Yeah, so this is a complete Python program to find the best of two test average marks out of three, that is three mark subjects. So yeah, so let me execute this and let me show you how it works. So enter the test 1 marks. So let's take 24, test 2 marks as 25, and test 3 marks as 13. So you can see average of best 2 test is 24.5, that is 13 has been left out, and 25 plus 24, that is divided by 2, is 24.5. So let me re-execute it, and here let's give 13, 24 and 25. So you can see average is same. So now let's give input, that is 13 as test 2 marks, 24, then 13 and 25. So you can see average of best 2 mark that test is 24.5. Yeah, so this is a complete Python program to find the best of 2 test average marks out of the 3 given tests. So I'll give this code in the description of this video. So that's it in this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye.